Dominique Review Productions brings you classic entertainment in a modern world done in a vintage manner with the cast that's keeping the golden age of radio alive and a day in the life of Hollywood 1950s. With the voices of Dominique Breckenridge, that's me, as Betty Gray, Jasmine Lofton as Rachel Hagen, Tony Ballard as Mason Davis, and Tamara Solomon as Pike Anderson.
Pike Anderson here, folks. It's very seldom I get to talk to you person to person. But tonight, I find myself looking for answers. You see, for quite some time, I've been wanting to write a story. The story, does Betty Gray really see Tyrone Power on the other side of her cheaters? That's glasses, folks. Well, there's only one way to find out. Sneak Betty's cheaters away from her to find out for myself. Which may not be as easy as it seems, or it could be far less unexpected than you think. Let's tune in and find out.
Friends, my name is Sarah Brown. This is no place to make a speech, and I'm not going to try. You don't want to be told how unhappy you are. You don't want to be told about the emptiness of your lives. You who drink too much, you who gamble at cards and dice and horse racing, let us help you not to lose your hard-earned money in gambling dens and booking joints. Let us give you the strength to stop your drinking, to stop your gambling. Let us welcome you to the Save a Soul mission. Open all day and all night, just around the corner, especially this midnight prayer meeting this Thursday night. Remember, all that glitters is not gold. There's more to be desired in the judgments of heaven. Gold is not enough. Come on. Let's pack up.
That's wonderful, baby. Completely inspired.
Really? Which part? When Sister Sarah Brown was trying to welcome the sinners into the mission?
No, you standing out here in the middle of the street holding up traffic in the midst of rush hour without lifting one finger to wave back to those who waved to you.
Oh, leave me alone, Anderson. I only have an hour before the audition for Guys and Dolls. I don't have time to talk Italian style.
Wait. I do have something important to discuss with you.
Well, what is it? I'm in a hurry.
Your eye appointment.
My eye appointment? Anderson, you're my friend and a journalist, not my mother or personal assistant.
I know, but don't you think it's about time to make an appointment?
Right now? In the middle of the street? On my way to the audition? Maybe I'm not the only one hard of seeing.
What I mean is your glasses. Aren't they about due for a new prescription?
No.
Or time for a professional cleaning, perhaps?
No. Anderson, why the sudden interest in my cheaters?
I haven't seen you carrying them around lately. Have you misplaced them?
No.
Betty.
What?
Have you been seeing things lately?
Yes, Anderson. Yes, I have. You leaving me alone and me making it to my appointment on time. Honestly, Anderson, I've never seen you like this. Next time Rachel and Dennis invites you over to try some of Dennis's moonshine, just say no. Tell them that went out with the Bondurants. Goodbye!
How am I doing? Dress. I'm just gonna have to think of another way to get a hold of Betty's glasses. If I want to hand over this story to the magazine on time, I'll have to find out where she's keeping those cheaters. And if Tyrone Power is really on the other end. Now, where to start? Rachel, you just have to help me.
I don't think this is such a good idea, Pike. It's almost like you're turning on a friend just for a deadline.
Since when does Betty mind having her name above the story?
Ever since she was in handcuffs below it.
That doesn't count. Her legs were kicking so profusely toward the officers, you couldn't even see her face.
No, but you could see her heels, and that's just as good as identifying Betty Gray by first and last name.
If I remember correctly, it was your husband who got her into that mess. Counterfeit tickets to the baseball game, and yet I'm the one who's causing harm to Betty now.
What this does has nothing to do with me. I saw to that when I was thrown in jail for the same tickets.
Say what? You mean he gave them to you too?
Once the I was married to and who I was, I convinced him that it was all right, and I didn't need to be admitted to an asylum, and that my rocker was on just fine. In return, he issued me a carrying card to show whenever something involving Dennis occurs in or out of public. Here, read this.
Married to Dennis Hagen. What does that mean?
Punishment enough.
Well, I'm happy that your marital issues have been resolved by the state of California. But at present, I need to find a way to investigate Betty and her cheaters.
I'm sorry, Pike. I just don't see where I will be of any use. You think being married to Dennis, I'd be a bundle of sticky fingers and Boston Blackie?
No. I think you'd be more Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Sneer. I didn't come to you because of who you were married to. I came to you because of who you work for. Being a script reader for the studio, surely you come across plots as thick as this.
Listen, Nancy Drew, if I were interested in molasses, I'd open the jar and take a taste. But it seems to me you're the one who covers the stories in the days of people's lives, and shouldn't you be the one coming up with the big ideas? Or have I been watching too much Barbara Stanwyck movies and not reading enough Hedda Harper columns?
Well, it looks like I'll have to take my story elsewhere. It seems that you will be of no use to me.
Hey, are we still on for playing bridge at your house tonight?
Yep. Don't forget it's your turn to bring the sandwiches. See you later.
Hey, Gertrude. Another double shake and side order of fries, and make that a triple double hamburger with an extra side of cheese, please. You know I gotta take it light. I'm training.
Training? Training for what? The all-you-can-eat and then some-a-thon?
Hey, Pike. Pull up a stool. Hey, Gert. Could you put water on my tab for my friend here? No need, Pike. This one's on me.
Don't worry, I'll cover all of it.
Hey, I just thought I'd stop by here for a quick snack before lunch. Hey, check it out. I just entered a swimming competition.
In what? A bird bath? Mason, you don't know how to swim?
Why are you mentioning small details? Pike, I am going to swim the channel.
I like flipping through stations on the television too. Since this whole remote thing, I need a little help.
Which hospital do you want to go to?
The nearest one I can check you into. Now, are you going to listen to what I have to say, or are you going to continue to crack jokes?
I was joking. I finally got to use that line on someone. Thanks, Dundee. All right, Pike, I'm listening.
I need to find a way to get a hold of Betty's glasses.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to help you with that.
Why?
If you thought that me swimming the channel was crazy, see how quick they admit you into Bedlam after trying to get those cheaters away from Betty.
Bedlam? That's in England.
That's how far they're going to have to come take you away. Listen, Pike, normally I'm the one looking for the answers. And I'm sure that I owe you one.
Or two, or three, or $22 plus train fare.
Details. Okay, there you go again with all the details again. Look, you know I'd help you if I could, but this one I'm going to have to pass on.
There has to be a reason.
Betty promised to get Esther Williams to give me swimming lessons.
In exchange for...
Free car service for a year down at Buck's Garage, which I was only able to set this up if I promised Buck that I was going to keep Dennis away from the car shop, right? Because it's from the same period of time.
Free car service for a year? Have you seen Betty drive?
No, I haven't seen Betty drive, but I did see Henry fly once. It was the morning she gave him a lift. He flew right out the passenger seat, straight through the front window when she swerved to stop, but no brakes. She just swerved.
And Dennis, away from Buck's Garage?
I know. More car parts have ended up in the pawn shop than Buck and I can order from my cousin Tony.
Your cousin isn't he the one who owns the pawn shop? Forget I asked you, Mason. It seems your troubles are far greater than mine. I'll just have to come up with something on my own.
All right, bye, Pike. Good luck. Hey, Gertrude, scratch that water from my tab. My friend's leaving.
Bye, Mason.
Bye.
Don't run out of gas. Now, girls, is everyone everyone in position on what to do when Betty arrives for our bridge game tonight?
Don't worry, Pike. We got this all under control.
Shh, shh. Here she is now. Hey, Betty.
Hiya, ladies. Sorry I'm late. That audition lasted a little longer than expected.
What happened? Did you get the part?
I'm not sure. They spent most of the time trying to pry me off of Marlon Brando. I don't know exactly what happened. One minute I was being introduced, the next I was being escorted. This Betty's cologne. Oh well, they said I should get a call within a day or so.
From the casting office?
No, the officer. But I'm sure I'll get a call back from the studio as well. I was able to read a few lines before Marlon walked in. Is that your name, Sky? And it went all cloudy from there. Enough about the audition. Let's just play some bridge. Whose turn is it to deal this week?
Janet, I think it's your turn. Betty, there's some sandwiches on the table if you want any.
Sure. Wait. Rachel, is this your week for food, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not hungry.
Betty, what are you trying to prove?
That I'll survive.
Betty.
Without eating one of your delicious sandwiches. No, come on. Let's shut up and deal. Hey, what's this?
What's what?
That's what I want to know. What's what? These cards. To borrow a phrase from Mr. Sinatra, they ain't got no spots on them.
Betty, these aren't dice.
They ain't cards either. What gives? Passing off these paper jack paper for a stack of playing cards.
Betty, they are playing cards. See? 10 of hearts, ace of spades, can't work with the joker.
Jack of Weak, ship of fools, and all hands on deck. You must think me blind if you think I can't tell a full deck of cards from a stack of paper.
Maybe it's your eyes, Betty. Slip on your glasses and then you can see better.
I don't need my glasses to tell me these are slips of paper. The water that just spilled over from Rachel's cup onto the stack just proved my theory. Come on, Pike. Are we playing cards or aren't we?
Go on, Pike. You might as well get it out the real deck of cards.
Here you go, Betty. You deal.
That's more like it. What's with the fake deck before?
I was saving them.
Planning on playing with Frankie and the boys? I've got news for you. You're about a few years too early. Until you hear the ocean calling and then start laying down your bets. Cards seem a little faded. Better get on my glasses, huh? I can see what I'm doing.
You brought your cheetahs, Betty?
No, I brought my glasses. Wine glasses.
So, I mean, you don't have your cheaters with you?
No. A couple of sips out of that bottle Rachel brought from home, I'll be seeing more than Tyrone Power. Anderson, what's the matter with you? That was a whole deck of cards you sent flying across the room.
No, that was my life going out the window.
You better sit down. Let me fix you a cup of coffee. Things will seem clearer after you have a cup of joe.
So will Joseph, Jonah, Jim, James, Jerry, Jake, Jeff, and their cousin Jack if I drink some of your coffee, Betty. Don't bother.
You have Jackie in the house? You really have been partying with Sinatra.
Not Daniels, Betty. Oh, what's the difference? Come tomorrow morning, I'll be hitting it anyway.
The pavement?
The bottom.
That's what I said.
No!
Anderson, pull yourself together, kid. If I had a breakdown every time I threw a deck of cards, there'd be no Vegas. It'd just be called loss.
That's not what's bothering her, Betty. It's her deadline for her article in the morning. She was supposed to turn in a story on you.
Me? What do I have to do with her story? Do you need my right side or my left side? I always say the right side of my profile gives a more evening effect.
Not you alone, Betty. You and Tyrone.
Where?
Sit down, Betty. He's not here unless you pull your glasses out of your handbag.
I still don't understand.
I told my editor about your glasses. That every time you put them on, you can see Tyrone Power.
What's so hard to believe about that?
I said that I'd have the whole story ready for the editorial tomorrow.
Why didn't you just ask me? What was with all the show? You nearly made me late for my audition this morning. I'll take you to my cheaters and let your editor see them for herself.
Him. Himself. My editor is a man.
Oh, then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Pike cheaters seem to work in the opposite effect on men. I let Henry use them once to see Tyrone Power swashbuckling across the sea, and next I know, he said Gina Loda Bridget was drifting ashore.
That's good enough for me. Let's go.
Where to? I just told you my cheaters work differently on, Roger that.
Copy.
Over and out.
Good night, happy night.
On tonight's broadcast was provided by Jasmine Lofton has Rachel Hagan, Tamara Solomon has Pike Anderson, and I Can Swim If You Can, Tony Ballard has Mason Davis, and the wonderful Dominique Breckenridge has Betty Gray, reminding you that all of the women's wardrobe worn in tonight's broadcast was provided by her line, Dominique Breckenridge.
And then the right club wants to thank you for tuning into our broadcast. Remember, subscribe to our Dominique Review YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook, follow us at Dominique Review on Twitter, and share us with others. And be sure to tune in with your family and friends here at our YouTube broadcasting channel, Dominique Review. This has been a Dominique Review production. Good night, everybody. Wow! Like 20 minutes or less! Like, wow!
Like,
I'm gonna leave it
let's stop the foolishness.
We're not recording any more of this foolishness.
You're gonna have a lot of good facial expressions from me. I did.
You didn't know where the cards came in?
No.
And then all of a sudden,
something else too. I was like,
I just saw your head look back like,
Lord Jesus.
say what?
wait a
There
minute.
it goes.
Then over here.
Oh, because every time he leans, I hear the wall.
Well, no, I'm good now.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, I kept kicking Jazzy.
See, that's too crowded.
But I'm good now. I'm very
So
good.
claustrophobic. Both y'all standing up there.
Huh?
Isn't the light supposed to be red? Oh, no. Well, I'm happy that you're material issues. All right.
Because we are living.
Okay.
Listen, Nancy Drew, if I were interested in molasses, I'd open up a blah 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 blah. Oh,
Who's going to come up here?
oh.
And I'm gonna ease back though. I'm gonna ease back as long as I don't step on her dress.
Good.
I think I'm gonna Vanna White it.
Are you wearing them dresses too? I just thought I'd stop by here for a quick snack before lunch.
Wow. All of that for a quick snack.
I'm sorry.
Did you not read your lines before you started?
No, I did not read that.
That was just a little snacky snack.
God, no.
Snack.
All right. Hit me with the training line. I'm sorry. We had really pushed us so far, and I was like, man, us having to memorize scripts, this is.
Now it seems
These are
like
cats of the
Yeah,
state.
we should.
I noticed
We
that.
should be better at this now.
I
So
noticed
she
that
pushed us
like
so
it
far.
was like
That's what a good
whiz.
teacher does.
Oh, I didn't even
All
realize.
right, don't worry about the cards. I got you.
Yeah, I'll get this. So pick it up.
Okay.
The pavement.
Okay. You're at the pavement.
Right on. Excuse us.
That's Lucy.
Hold on, I can't find the page.
I actually got it from someplace else, but you're so right.
They have a big fight, and then
Yeah.
are we still off the bridge tonight?
All right, here we go, Gertrude.
My stomach is just
Oh, I'm
fine.
still up.
Yeah, ma'am. I
You're not
told you,
sitting
you're
Oh, yeah.
carrying it on.
I'm on the clock.
Okay. She got
And take two.
Why on the set? This is a take. Oh, my mic is off. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll call. Okay.
Okay. Those lines were hilarious to me. They were.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I hope I delivered them well.
No, you did.
Okay.
Oh, you will.
What's
Like-
what else?
No.
Oh,
Okay. Subscribe to our Dominique Review YouTube channel. We don't have it. Like us on Facebook. Follow us at Dominique Review on Twitter. I'm gonna have to do that again.
please.
And I'm probably still on.
Probably on whatchamacallit.
Oh, that's right.
I'm still being recorded.
You're still being recorded?
Yeah,
Watch
I'm pretty
these
sure it's
skills.
still recorded.
Oh, watch it. It's right here. Oh, man, I was
Bam.
hoping it would just fly. That would have been funny.
How you like me now? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
get
do the real deck of cards.
Please don't let it fly. All right. Jasmine
See you later.
is